Hello and welcome to Greenify. Today's video is about one of the most aromatic and flavorful plant called curry leaf plant. So if you are a fan of Indian cuisine, especially South Indian cuisine, or love experimenting with herbs, or even if you are a health freak, then this is the video for you. And the reason is because when we grow these plants at home organically, that's when we can get the most flavors out of it. So in this video, we are going to discuss how to grow these curry leaf plants from seeds into a bushy plant and the reasons why it is so difficult to grow this plant from seed, especially in cooler areas. First off, let's talk about what exactly a curry leaf plant is. Scientifically, it is known as Murraya koyanegi, and this is a small evergreen shrub which is native to India and Southeast Asia. Now, the little leaves of these plants are packed with flavor and essential oils. You can use them fresh or dried, and they are essential ingredient in a lot of South Asian cooking. Now, why this plant is so hard to grow? The first reason is because the seeds have to be grown fresh. We can't store curry leaf plant seeds. So the ideal is that we pluck the blackberries, take out the green seed and sow them immediately. The reason is because the germination rate is highest when it is grown fresh. The second reason is that the sowing season of these seeds coincide with the flowering season. And I'll explain about this. I live in cooler areas, and the ideal sowing time for this plant is summer season, spring summer season. That's when the temperature is between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. But as you can see right now, we are in the end summer and the plant is still flowering and started to fruit. And the solution is simple. The first one, like I did, so I sourced my seeds from another state which has got subtropical climate. So I sourced my seeds from Queensland during my summer season, and I got 100% germination rate. The second way is that we sow the seeds in greenhouse or a glass house and maintain the temperature of 25 to 35 degrees Celsius. So now let's move on to the step-by-step process of actually sowing these seeds and growing them into a bushy plant. For sowing curry leaf plant, we should always select fresh, plump and black colored berries, and we can squeeze out the seed from the berries by pressing it. For sowing curry leaf plant seeds, the ideal temperature is 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, which is spring summer in our area, and we should select small pot, small to medium size pot with 50% garden soil and 50% compost for sowing. For sowing, make holes 1 to 1.5 inch deep, and the thumb rule is that the size of the hole should be 2 to 3 times the size of the seed. So make small holes and put the seed inside it and cover it with soil. I prefer sowing curry leaf plant seeds in individual 6-inch pot instead of multiple seeds in single pot because it's easier to transplant them later on. And always put a plant tag on with the name of the plant and date of sowing so that you can monitor the growth later on. After sowing, we need to water the pot and need to make sure that it is moist and not too wet. After sprouting, we should provide the right temperature, full sun, and maintain moisture in the plant and just let it grow. Now, fertilizer application is very important, especially if we are growing our curry leaf plant in pots. And the best way to fertilize is with organic fertilizer. So you can buy organic fertilizers from stores or garden section, or you can also use worm wee or worm compost for fertilizer. For bushier growth, we need to prune the plant when it is young, especially the top shoot, to have more and more bushier growth. The right way of harvesting. So we need to plug the leaf, the whole leaf with the petiole and not just the individual leaflets, because if we leave the skeletal stem in the plant, then it will consume its energy and will not be able to grow bushy. If we are living in areas where there is extreme climatic condition like too hot or too cold, then we need to grow this plant in a pot so that we can bring them indoors. I hope you find this information useful, and if you have any feedback or comments, do share in the comment box below, and thank you for listening.